Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer combat cards. We're at the beginning of a new season and there have been a lot of really big, great changes to bodyguards this season with the latest balance pass. But one of my favorite changes is to the Tyranid faction, and it is to the Ripper Swarm, which now has Medicae instead of Endless. It used to be a completely useless card, now it is pretty much essential, and I've put it into most of my Tyranid decks. And the only deck that I haven't put it into is with the Jackal Alphys, which I do want to keep all ranged units in that deck. But for melee decks, obviously, it's going to be a good choice. So I think ideally you would want to have both healers in the deck for maximum healing. So you want the Ripper Swarm and the 7-point Biophagus. In this case, I'm still running the big Tyranids. It's at the beginning of the season, so I'm not really too worried about running the strongest possible deck. So, like for Gosar, I still have the Biophagus in there, but I think later on, as we progress, I could substitute it out for the Ripper Swarm. With the Tervagon, I do have both healers in there to support the ranged units, so it's going to be pretty huge, keeping that Exocrine alive for quite a bit longer, as well as like the Ridge Runner, which also has a lot of health. The Flyrant, I don't think I'm going to be using this very much. I did post a video recently running it, but yeah, in this case you can see that you can substitute the Biophagus out, which is 7 points, for the Ripper Swarm, as well as the Neurogaunt, which is a 4-point bodyguard with Taunt. So that will protect your units a little bit better. And then finally we've got the Swarmlord, which is also running both healers, which I think if you use on the Swarmlord itself, mine is quite a high level, so it has 4 shields, and then 370 health, healing it for an additional 25% 2 times. It'll bring it up to close to 600 health, making it nigh indestructible. And we're running Psychic as well, so that's a lot of damage output. So I think Tyranids are looking pretty good. I'm excited to play them this season. But one thing I want to show you here, in this match we're going to head to casual mode, and I'm going to show you a ridiculous deck here running Abaddon. This is turn 1 Abaddon. Same concept with my ranked deck, except, of course, now that special rules apply to allied units, you can have the 2 healers from the Tyranids, which are much cheaper than healers from Oryx or Chaos. And then that leaves you with enough points to throw in another really big bodyguard. In this case, we are running the Kill Rig from the Oryx. So this will benefit from Abaddon's special rule, gaining a whole lot of attack stats, and it's going to be pretty crazy. We do have to deploy the Warlord and ideally the Keeper of Secrets first, alongside the healer. And then after the healers are dead, you can deploy the Kill Rig, and it will have a bunch of attacks buffs by then, hopefully. So let's go ahead and we'll just drop the Rippers here. We are up against Shaz-O-Ralai. Fairly low level, so but still a pretty powerful Tau Warlord. They're running ranged, which we don't have as much ranged firepower in this deck as the other types. So they got big game hunters, which might do some extra damage here. We do have the first turn though. And okay, well, they're bringing out quite a bit of firepower here at the beginning, but we do have fear mitigating a lot of that damage. But this is looking pretty good. The Rippers are going to die on the first Tau turn, taking out that broadside battlesuit before it can attack back. And then, yeah, we'll be able to bring in the second healer, Biophagus, which I think we should drop across from the one with the shields over there. And yeah, the thing actually still had... Did that thing have 3 shields? Wow, okay. Well, they may move it around. AI likes to move cards at random now, it seems. But nope, they are keeping it over there, so that's looking pretty good. Of course, with Abaddon, you do have the choice to go Psychic, but I do like to go either melee or ranged every turn so that we continuously get the attack buff from Abaddon's special rule. It's for maximum damage. Alright, they're going to be dealing a lot of damage with this ranged attack, and it will be enough to take down the Biophagus. So they're actually doing quite a bit of damage despite being lower level cards. That's just how strong Shaz-O-Ralai is, but the Kill Rig hasn't actually gotten a whole lot of attack stats yet. The game is going pretty quickly, but we will bring the thing out and we'll see what it can do here. Another big ranged buff to these guys. And yeah, I think we do want to go melee here, so continue with the attacks. And thanks to the 2 healers, our 2 biggest bodyguards still have plenty of health. It's almost impossible to take him down with the fear. So another ranged attack here, pretty big counterattack from our guys, and yeah, I think it's going to be game over for the Tau this turn. Shazo Rely, just 1 shield, able to block 113, and he is 40 points, so that means the kill rig is going to be dealing extra damage to him. They are actually getting the damage reduced from the special rule here, but I think this should be enough, so boom, game over. So yeah, that's just a fun little deck you can run in casual mode. The kill rig is actually, if you use that, there's still 10 points remaining in the deck. So you could actually run like a Bloodthirster. Bloodthirster is 70 points, so that would give you exactly 200. But yeah, you can't quite do that with just a pure Chaos deck because, again, their healers are a lot more points. But let me know what you think of the change to the Ripper Swarm and how much you're going to be using it from now on. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.